Talk to us about the love for the water.
It all started back at high school. That was back in 1995 when I came to Johannesburg. Obviously, I grew up in KZN and Volkswagen. So when I came to Johannesburg, I went to Kuwait, government school in the south of Johannesburg, Mondio High School. And scholars were encouraged to participate in sport, whether your summer, winter, all the way through all seasons. So that's where it started. And you know, when I saw the list, there was soccer. I thought, no, everyone is a sheep, goes to soccer. So there were a lot of people, other scholars going there. I went to water polo, and from water polo, then I came to rowing. At that time, the late headmaster Tom Price, was looking for a person of color, people of color, to come join rowing club, and he was involved with. He was the head of rowing, and involved with junior national rowing squad. So, and yeah, the bug bit, and that was just after 95, 96. I watched the Olympics, and I saw the Olympics, playing hands and Josiah Tungane win the first golden at the Olympics for South Africa. I was then. That was my dream. I said, I'm going to Olympics, whether it's the other sport, but I'm going.
Let's talk about that. When you decide, you're at school, you eventually finish school, and you decide this is still something you want to pursue. Other people become engineers, other people become accountants. You still have this burning ambition to be a South African coming back with something to declare at the airport.
So, I guess coming from a village or a township where there was nothing, if you were a doctor or if you're working for a municipality, if you're police or a teacher, you've made it in life. For me, when I got to Johannesburg, I saw something else. It was sport. So my first trip overseas was 1998. And from then the bug, as I said, the bug had bitten in 95, 96. So 98, when I saw how the sport was internationally, I just came back and it was just sport. I had no idea what I was going to study. It then offered me a bursary it was then at Rao, which is now University of Johannesburg. And I never had to pay. Parents didn't have to pay for education. It paid for my education. All I had to do was study, train, and then get paid to train. You know, you can't ask for more. And I think for me, friends at that time were asking me, how much are you getting paid for this? Is there money in rowing? And I was like, I love the sport. I'm traveling overseas. I come back, it pays for my education, and that's all I needed. So when I was then finishing university, I was obviously invited to come join the national squad in Pretoria, which was based at TUC at the time. And yes, there were a few ups and downs, setbacks where obviously I lost the parents, I lost the late Tom Price. I took a break here and got back. But after that, the coach came and found me and said, listen, what are you doing? And I was working at that time, and I think I had lost, it was 2008 after Olympics, I had missed it. And he said, listen, what are you doing? I said, I was working, how much are you earning? I told him I was earning. He's like, all you have to do now is come row, and we'll pay you what you're earning now. I'll find you money. So it was no brainer for me. And all I had to get up in the morning, go train, come back, eat, go physio. So it was a 6-hour day. So it became a lifestyle, and now it's a career.
A big part of the Olympic journey is mental. Because financially, not everyone makes money from the different sports they participate in. Talk to us about when you do hit that dip and you need to rebound and find yourself and find the good part of your brain that helps you function at your maximum.
Every athlete, I think, hits that mental block, and I think it's also, people undermine that part of mental preparedness, mental readiness. For me, I had a goal, and I was going to achieve it, and the goal was to go to Olympics. So whether I had the medal, third, second, first, it was just it was going to be a cherry on top. So that set the tone for me. So whatever had happened, as I said, the setbacks were there. Not knowing the next mill plate was coming. I'll give you a typical example. It was from between 2003 when I started as a senior to 2008 when I stopped. We were racing the Germans, the British, the Austrians, the Danemarks. They get paid to row. They don't do anything else, they row. We had to get up in the morning, go train before 6 o'clock or 8 o'clock, get to work, finish work, go train. So your day started quite early. So the mentalness, mental preparedness, we then had to find psychologists to assist us. And then after 28, and everyone that I rode with me at then as well had actually stopped rowing with the new guys coming in. And then 2008, that's when the coach said, we need a nutritionist, we need a physio for you, we need a psychologist. And it just made my life so much easier.
Let's talk about the moment where you are going to the Olympics. Now, you're on the plane, you've trained hard up in Lesotho, you've done your bit.
Yeah.
The pain is basically your motivation now.
That was the best part. For me, it was just being in a plane going to Olympics was a ticket. It was now, then the work was done. Going through, obviously during training, 4 years before that, I used to think my coach was a slave, but obviously knew what was the goal and what was set. We went through quite a lot, and I think for me, 4 months, 2 months before actually Olympics, we had actually raced everyone that we had raced. So we knew something was coming back home as we were getting on the plane. So on our way there, it was just excitement. We had sat down with the psychologist, with the tier, support him to say, the focus is this. We didn't stay at the village, we stayed at the rowing village. So it made our life was much easier. We were just taken from A to B to C, and it was easy to focus on the goal and just to get the work done. And then we had the fun only after. So, yeah.
Then the penny drops.